privileged to be joined here by Vic Fischer. I wish Jack Coghill could have been here too, but it's 60 years after the Constitution taking effect. Vic's our last living constitutional delegate, as I think all of you know. He's just as active today as 60 years ago in public policy debates in the state of Alaska, and I think for people who live in Anchorage, we almost take it for granted to be able to live and advocate alongside someone of Vic Fischer's stature. So I really just wanted to say that I appreciate that every single day. It's an unbelievable privilege. Thank you for all your years of service. Just by a show of hands, who's read Vic Fischer's autobiography? Great. Reading that autobiography, it's hard to even remember all the things that he's accomplished. It's hard just to keep them in your own mind, much less accomplish them. And yet that's what he did. From planning Westchester Lagoon to the Chester Creek Trail to being the wordsmith of the Constitution, planning Valdez after the earthquake. Vic was instrumental in the creation of metropolitan planning organizations at the federal level. I think those of us in Alaska, we remember his greatest accomplishments, but there are all these other accomplishments through the years, including a lot of legislative accomplishments, where Vic was at the forefront of public policy, both in the territorial legislature and in the 80s as a state senator. So I think with that, I want to turn it over to Senator Coghill. Senator Coghill, it's also a real privilege for me as a freshman to work with you in putting this event together. So I want to turn it over to you to finish the introduction. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Representative Fields. Thank you. Well, Vic, first of all, here's a happy birthday gift.
That's
well-wishing from a lot of us senators. Thank you.
Thank you.
So, one other thing. This is just a little memento. This is a picture of my dad looking at that picture with you and him. And we wrote a couple of nice little notes on it.
Oh, nice.
So the story behind this is Dad and Vic had a FaceTime visit on iPads. They were both using iPads, believe it or not. Well, this is a picture of Dad looking at the picture that Vic had signed and sent back to him of them talking on Facebook, which was a new event for both of them, I understand. So thank you. Yeah, thank you. So I get to be the kid that has got to hang around with Vic, mainly because of Dad. Now, we got to honor Dad a couple of years ago at his 90th birthday, talking about what he did in the Constitutional Convention and all that. But you came to Alaska and loved it. Now, we were born here. Dad was born here. I was born here. We didn't know what to do. We just got here. But you got here on purpose.
I did.
Yeah. And you served in the Territorial House of Representatives. You served in the State Senate. You certainly were a part of putting the Constitution Convention together, and you got to hobnob with all the people who wanted to put Alaska into the Union. Thank you.
I'm a lucky guy.
You are. Yeah, thank you. So, we got 60 years of statehood, 65 years since the Constitutional Convention was put together, and this guy has never quit. Now, a couple of times, Vic has pulled me aside. Now, son. So, him and Dad had very different opinions about some of the policies. But instructive to me was their ability to argue and care for Alaska and love each other. And it was evident. Thank you.
Thank you, John. I'm truly touched by everybody who's here. I've never had so many friends in one room at the same time. The people I've worked with, people I've loved, people I just have known in all sorts of different situations, and it is such a delight. And the lady taking
yes, Jane.
Photo right here.
You can't be incognito, Jane.
I'm the luckiest guy in Alaska. I have I think, more friends than anybody has, and a hell of a lot of them are here. I mean, I just look in every direction, and it just, I'm glad to be alive. Thank you.
So not only do all these people respect you, many of us just love you dearly, and we are so grateful for the work that you put into Alaska. You and Jane have been faithful to your calling, to serving Alaska, and even today, they kept you in the hot seat for well over an hour, just asking you questions, and you were right on the money, and thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. And I'm just beyond words, and people who know me know that I'm seldom to be here in the Betty Fern camp and in the
Butrovich room.
In the Butrovich room, it's just part of my life and part of my history.
Yeah.
And I love all of you, regardless of party or age or belief. And here comes another one of my friends is sneaking in with another one of his. Anyway, Jane, do you want to add something?
Jane, this is your chance.
I've been talking for hours.
There you go.
I'm Jane. I've been married to Vic for almost 40 years, and a lot of that was here, right here in the Alaska State Capitol. And I think that we are blessed by living in a place where if you have an opinion and you're willing to do the work and step forward,
yeah,
you can do it. And there's a lot of places in America where that's more challenging to do. And so what I find great is the intergenerational experiences that people have here where young, old, medium, tall are all in it together trying to shape the face of Alaska. And so I thank you for your service, and we are really actually a very fortunate place because a handful of people can make a huge difference about what our future is going to be. And so we thank you for your service.
Let me just add that Jane, aside from being the woman I love, has a very illustrious history. She's younger than I am, but she's already got lots of history. She was on the Anchorage Charter Commission that brought the
So he's
city.
the father of the state, and I'm the mother of the municipality of Anchorage.
Jane was on the Anchorage Assembly and chair of the Anchorage Assembly. She was the state director of lands, commissioner of commerce, and has been all over rural Alaska. Is very connected to many of you. And I'm very happy and very proud to share this event with you.
Well, it is your birthday, and we have somebody that's going to help us sing happy birthday. So let's get this up here.
I'm just going to give the opening chord, and I'm going to need a lot of help from everybody.
So we'll help out.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Vic. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
Jack, you want to help me take the cake? This is your birthday cake.
Wow. We're going to share this.
We at least got to give him a sugar buzz, right? So we'll get that. But Zach, you want to help him cut that? I'm gonna get sure. He's your constituent. If he slips with a knife, it's not on me.
And thank you, Crystal, for these cakes.
Beautiful.
It looks edible.
You can hold the baby while he tries to cut the cake.
Here, you want to
So Zach, when Vic was in the Senate, he had a baby on his back all the time too.
Now, this is also got the seal of the state of Alaska hand painted on it for the 60th anniversary of the state of Alaska. Vic, here's another knife. You get to cut 2 cakes. One for that and one for the birthday of the state. So come on over here.
Wow.
Who did this?
Isn't this Crystal? Raise your hand. Look at this.
Wow.
Stand by the cake.
Come on, get a picture before he cuts it. All right.
It is astonishing.
Isn't that great?
That's a real cake?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, this is a real cake.
Oh, man, you hate to cut it, don't you?
Right. How about doing it this way?
Doing good. All right. Hate to cut that seal, don't you?
Right. Right.
All right. Thanks for letting us rub on you just a little bit.
Zach, do you have that bag with it?
Kristen, do we have the bag here?
Right down here.
Is it here?
Oh, I don't know. What are we looking for?
Where-
I think Kristen's grabbing it.
I had brought something to entertain you.
Ice cream, yeah. What's the birth?
They're looking for it.
How about you helping out?
I'm happy to do it.
All right,
for
here
you.
you go. We'll do this. Get these.
I brought something along that is almost as old as I am for entertainment, and it may show up. Who's going to do this?
Well, we're waiting for your bag of
Oh,
supplies.
no, that's not worth waiting.
All right. All right. Let's get some help here.
Yes.
All right. Crystal?
Okay.